Hey guys, welcome to my brand new channel, Why Not Me? I'm 46 years old, my name is JR, and guess what? Today, I'm starting over. Starting over at what, you ask? Well, everything. Let's get into it. So check this out, guys. Fortunately, I apologize about my AC kicking on, but I'm sitting in my construction trailer right now because I'm a superintendent with Brandeis Construction here in Las Vegas, Nevada. One thing I want to say before anybody questions any of this is 100%, I live a life that is absolutely amazing and no joke, some people dream about. Right now, like I said, I'm a construction superintendent for TIs and ground ups, but that's not where my story started. A long time ago, I had a moment with my dad when I graduated high school that basically is what transformed me into what I do today. He asked me a question, what if? Never understood what it meant at the time. A little quick backstory on it. Senior year, third day of high school, I went and I watched a fight off campus, and that got me kicked out of the school I went to. So the whole first semester, I basically didn't get to go back to school. Came back January 3rd as we came back from winter break and had to go to another school to graduate. And that's where it started. I ended up doing an early bird class. I ended up doing all 6 classes instead of like most seniors being able to take 4. I did all 6 classes. Then I also did a late bird class and a college correspondence course, which allowed me to graduate at the right time with my class from another school. But still, I did my entire senior year in 4.5 months. So right after that, I decided I was going to take a year off, and I told my dad, hey Pop, I'm going to take a year off. And he goes, okay, no problem. Just do me a favor. In 10 years, I want you to tell me what you want to be. I was like, I don't get it. What do you mean? He goes, just, you'll know when it happens. So, all right, cool. Here I am. I have football scholarships. I got wrestling scholarships. I can go to pretty much any college I wanted to go to. That didn't end up happening. What did end up happening was I took that year off, and it turned into the next year, and the following year, and the year after that. And 10 years later, I still had the what if. Fast forward to today. Like I said, I'm 46 years old. I live an amazing life. Have an amazing family. I played 5 seasons Arena League Pro Football as high as AFL2 for the Rapid City Red Dogs in South Dakota. I did pro wrestling for 12 years. Last match I had in 2015 was against Jake Snake Roberts, and that is what I basically decided what I was going to be done with. During that time, I also kind of segued over into acting. 2011, I started acting and started doing stunts based on pro wrestling. So everything I've done in my life has been basically around those things. Got done doing all that, and still today I act and do stunts. Also, I'm a bodyguard, some of the biggest names in the industry. Drive the entertainer buses for a lot of those same acts. So I live an absolutely amazing life. But one thing I will say is this, that question of what if has absolutely haunted me since I was 17 years old. It's always been the what if I had gone to college? What if I didn't go straight to arena from high school? What if these things happened and I was able to make the NFL? What if? It's been the plague my entire existence, and I've allowed it to be. It's been the proverbial crutch. But guess what? This channel is going to be dedicated to Why Not Me? Why Not Me is basically my life. And I say it kind of jokingly. I've always said that I'm a jack of all trades. But it's not exactly a jack of all trades when you think about it. I'm a professional starter. I have done some of the biggest things that you can think of. Again, football, wrestling, bodyguard work for the biggest names you know. An amazing career as a superintendent. All these things. I'm a pilot. I'm 43 hours in on my private pilot license. I do things that people dream about, and I get to get paid for doing those things. So again, I live an amazing life. I have a nice, amazing home. I have a beautiful family, 5 kids. My youngest, Jet, has Down syndrome. That has been an absolute blessing, to say the least, to be able to be accepted as part of the lucky few and be chosen to have a son such as Jet. It's been a roller coaster of amazingness in my life. So the one thing though, it keeps coming back to what if I did something different? I look at all these different YouTube personalities. I look at all these, creators, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. I look at all these guys and I look at the best in the industry and I wonder, well, what's so special about them? How did they make it? You know, what is it going to take for me to kind of get my foot in the door on that? And again, I've tried so many different things that I'm successful at, but I've never found the one true calling that I believe is what I'm meant for. So I'm still looking for that, and I hope this is going to be the creation of that. And with Why Not Me, I look at those creators and I think in my head, why not me? What does it take for me to get to that level? You know, I want to, do bodybuilding. I'm a big dude. I'm still in good shape. I go to the gym 5 days a week. What does it take for a guy like me with a full-time career to get in the gym every single day, no excuses? What does it take for a guy like me to go and get, this acting role? All these different things. I want you guys to come along with me on this journey, and I want you to experience the things that I've been doing. I want you to experience and possibly be able to look at, hey, this is exactly what we're talking about. I need a little bit of what this dude does. Because everybody needs not a handout, we need a hand up. And if I can be that hand up for you guys and show you with a little bit of the right motivation, anybody can do this. Why Not Me is going to be the brand that is going to change lives. I fully believe that in my head and in my heart. And I know it's going to be what changes it for a lot of people. It changed it for me. I have the mindset. There's nothing that we can't do when you put your mind to it. So I want you to come along with me as I experience new challenges, new goals. I'm going to professionally start all these type of things that I haven't done before. And we're going to do it together on this channel. So like I said, if I can get just one person, 10 people, 5,000 people, or 1 million people to literally just take that first step, I did something worthwhile. So come along on the ride with me, guys, and we're going to go ahead and see you in the next one. Why Not Me?